Hello everyone, my name is Joshua, but you might know me as DutchCuber, and in today's video I will show you how to do the Ortega method on a 2x2. With the Ortega method, you should be able to get your 2x2 solving time under 10 seconds. Now, the Ortega method is not the most advanced method because it only uses 12 algorithms, but it's really fast. So if you want to get better at solving 2x2s, you should start with this method and then you could move on to a more advanced method. Alright, let's get started. The Ortega method uses 3 steps. In the first step, you make sure all of the white faces point down. So it's not about solving the entire white face, but just making sure all of them point down. Then the second step is permuting the yellow layer. So you should make sure all of the yellow faces point up, like this. And then the third step is solving the entire cube at once. Step 1 is purely based on intuition, so there are no algorithms for this. You should just be able to solve the first layer quite fast just by looking at the cube. So right now I see we have the white bar right here and this white piece next to it, so we can move that together and then we can solve this last white piece by doing this, and then all of the white faces point the same direction. For step 2, we have 7 different cases of permutations of the yellow faces. And this is the first one. You should look at which ways the yellow faces point, because this is exactly the same case as this and this and this. So you should pay attention to the pattern of yellow faces. And then you should keep the 2 that point outwards on your left side. And the algorithm you will be doing is R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. And the yellow faces are solved. The second case is where you have 2 yellow pieces solved diagonal from each other, and the other 2 point to a certain direction. You should keep one pointing towards you and one pointing to the right, and then the algorithm goes like F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, and the yellow faces are solved. This next algorithm is a bit more difficult, so pay close attention. In this case, you have 2 yellow faces pointing upwards and 2 pointing towards the same side. Make sure you keep those pointing towards you. The algorithm you're going to use is U, F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime, and the yellow faces are solved. These next 2 cases are very similar, so make sure you pay close attention to where the yellow faces are pointing. For this one, you will keep the 1 yellow face pointing upwards on the back right, and you should have 3 yellow faces pointing towards the sides, of which one of them should point to the right, like this. Then the algorithm is R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, and the yellow faces are solved. Like I said, this case looks very similar. You've got 1 yellow face pointing upwards that you should keep to the right and back, and this time the yellow face of this cube is pointing towards you. The algorithm is L, U, L prime, U, L, U2, L prime, and the yellow faces are solved. In this case, you have no yellow faces pointing upwards, and you have 2 towards you and 2 towards the back. So both of these groups of 2 point towards the same direction. Then the algorithm you should do is R2, U2, R, U2, R2, and the yellow faces are solved. In this last case, there are no yellow faces pointing upwards, 2 pointing towards the same side, and 2 pointing outwards from each other. You should keep the 2 that point towards the same side towards your left, and then the algorithm is R, U2, R2, U prime, R2, U prime, R2, U2, R, and the yellow faces are solved. For this last step, there are 5 different cases in which 2 of them seem very similar to solving a 3x3. Those 2 I will show first, and those use a fully solved white face, so the sides should match up as well, because then it just becomes a PLL step. So in this case, you've got 2 corners solved and 2 unsolved. And the algorithm goes like this: F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime, and the cube is solved. This next case is also just a PLL algorithm from the 3x3. The white layer is fully solved, and on the top we've got 2 yellow blocks next to one another solved and 2 unsolved. You should keep those towards your left hand. Then the algorithm is R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, and the cube is solved. Now this next case is a very easy one in which both sides are fully unsolved and there are no pairs of 2. So in all of these sides you've got to swap 2 diagonal pieces to solve the cube. The algorithm for that is R2, B2, R2, and the cube is solved. In this next case, you've got the white and yellow layer not fully solved, and you've got 2 pairs of blocks. You should align those on top of one another, doesn't matter if they're not the same color, and you should keep those towards you. Then what you're going to do is R2, U prime, B2, U2, R2, U prime, R2, and the cube is solved. For this last case, you have a pair of 2 yellow pieces together, and in the white there are no pieces together, and you should keep the 2 yellow towards you. Then the algorithm will be R, U prime, R, F2, R prime, U, R prime, and the cube is solved. Alright, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you are able to fully master this method and get below 10 seconds on the 2x2. If you have any questions, please leave them down below in the comments so I can answer them for you. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and maybe subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. See ya!